Just think. Robin's down there right now, planning his life with Barbara. Probably thinking of names for all the little rug bats they'll have. What a lucky boy. She is so lovely. Although just a teeny tiny bit on the dead side for my tastes.
Open.
Sir, how are you going to tell Master Drake about Barbara? He'll be devastated. He could do something dangerous.
I'm not. Not yet. I need him focused on the cure.
Sir, it was bad enough keeping Miss Gordon's abduction a secret. But this? It's wrong.
We have to make sacrifices, Alfred.
Consider those sacrifices wisely, sir. If he finds out she's gone and you didn't tell him, you will lose him forever.
Good to see you, Batman. I'm guessing this isn't a social call. Is it as bad as it sounds out there?
Worse.
But nothing you can't handle, right?
Charlatans. All of them. I'm telling you, Bats. Now I know how Elvis felt. You know, after he died.
Calm down. We're trying to save lives here.
I will not calm down. I've had enough of your prodding and poking, locking me up.
Sir, the long-range scanners have not been able to locate the cloudburst.
Deploy the Batwing and run a low-level thermal scan.
We can't, sir. Founders Island is protected by 2 radar towers connected to a long-range missile launcher. You won't be able to get the Batwing, or indeed the Batmobile, anywhere near there.
I can destroy the radar towers on foot, if we can just find a way to disable the drones protecting them.
Well, there is one possibility. I've identified a special drone that appears to be acting as a relay hub, managing all communications.
If I can get my hands on that drone, there's a chance we can reverse engineer the security protocols and give me a window to take out those radar towers.
A chance, perhaps, sir. But it sounds dangerous. Too dangerous.
It's the only way. I'll keep you updated.
I still haven't heard from Barbara.
Trust me, Robin. She's fine. I need you to focus on the cure.
You don't have to do this on your own, Bruce. I can help you.
It's under control. We need that antidote.
We're getting there. It won't be long now. Look, if you need help, you know where to find me.
I thought for sure you were going to tell him. Come clean like you did with Gordon. Ah, but you realized. Why break him now when we can crush him later? It's classic Joker. Something truly beautiful is happening, Bats. So, I've been rooting around in this bat-infested cave of a mind, and it seems like you actually believe this cure nonsense. Oh, Bruce, forget about the cure. You just concentrate on taking out the Arkham Knight. It'll be your swan song. The last good thing you'll ever do.
stories. Stories, that's all. Rumors.
They think he's enjoying it.
The bat don't kill people. We all know that.
Maybe he's had enough.
I have the cloudburst, Batman, and I will use it.
Not like normal plans or ammo doesn't have any effect. You have to nuke these things to bring them down.
The relay chip will allow me to temporarily blind the drones. That should give me enough time to take out the 2 radar towers. I need to destroy the radar before the drone comes back online. That's the first radar tower dealt with.
Oh yes, we've lost radar coverage in Sector 1.
Probable malfunction. I'm assigning tech now.
Relay that order. It was Batman. Radar Tower B, prepare yourselves. Alpha target incoming.
Affirmative. Can't lose this radar. It's the only thing stopping him from bringing that tank of his onto this island. We do this right, we're in good with the night. I hope the bat does show. I want to scalp this son of a bitch.
Can't believe he got out of those airships alive. We had some good men up there.
Stay alert, man. We can't afford to switch off. We do this right, we're in good with the night.
That you need to find Scarecrow and get yourself gassed again. It's high time I stretched your legs.
I hope the bat does show. I want to scalp the son of a bitch.
Come on, bats. There's mutilated stiffs out there just waiting to be gawked at. Can't be worse than anything I ever left out for you.
Stay alert, man. We can't afford to switch off.
Tough night, huh? Oh, I know how you feel, Brucey. There's an old remedy I used to try on nights like this. It's called murder.
Defend yourself! Make yourself useful! You can't hurt
Oh, Bruce. I know how you feel about this Arkham Wanabat. The same way I feel about those cheap Joker knockoffs you've got at the movie studios. There can only be one Joker, Bats, and it's me.
I can use the remote hacking device to temporarily blind the sentry gun.
Time we did the right thing. Massacre the lot of them, and purify the Joker gene pool.
I don't know where that penguin guy got these guns, but whatever the Arkhamites paying him, that's not enough. He won't recognize this city once we're through. He'll be everywhere. He won't have anywhere to hide.
Alfred, I've dealt with the radar.
Now there's just the trivial matter of the long-range missile launcher. Once it's been taken care of, I can deploy the Batwing to scan for the cloudburst.
I'm heading there now.
We've lost the second radar.
He bypassed the sentry guns. How is that possible?
Just keep the missile launcher in play. I control these skies.
Both radars are down. He's coming for us. Let him. He's used to fighting street punks. They're scared. I'm not. Don't underestimate him. So the Knight keeps telling us, you're all giving the Bat too much respect. You think he lasted this long on luck? Yeah, and it's about to run out.
Man, this gun is sweet. Where'd they get the cash for this gear?
Maybe this thing actually works. Trying to lock onto a signal. I know where you are, Batman! Give me a status report, guys. Nothing over here. Picking up the signal again. Signal's gone. Damn it.
It's over, you know. Your mission, your little holy war, it all ends tonight.
Damn it. Signal's gone. He could be anywhere. Everybody stay sharp.
You've wandered too far off home soil, Batman. Leave, or you die.
Stay alert, everyone. All clear. Don't forget to check the floor grates. Okay, standard bat assault protocol. Fan out, check your corners. Could be anyone. Leave him. We lost him. Start checking for men down. I'm gonna assess the guy who took out earlier. I'll cover you. Son of a bitch! Not again! When I get my hands on that freak, I'm gonna break his limbs one at a time. Not if I get there first. Hear that, Batman? We're gonna destroy you. Nothing we can do here. Spread out and find him.
You played your hand too early, Batman. Two-man teams, sweep the area. Gamma 4 status.
The armor on the missile launcher is too thick for me to penetrate. I need something with a little more punch. It's being protected by a defense shield. I can lower it in the control room. I'll stay in the control room and bring the car in remotely. I can't let the militia get in here to re-enable the defenses. Alfred, I need you to lower the bridges.
Of course, sir. I see you're making full use of the Batmobile's remote guidance system.
Sir, Batman's lowering all 3 bridges into Founders Island. He's bringing the car to destroy the missile launcher. Deploy Strike Team Delta to target location now. Yes, sir. What about the Batmobile? Activate the Cobra Squadron. Right into the ground. Drones will weed you out. you are, Batman. You're not getting out of that control room alive. Drone offline. Sending a Cobra to support. Sir, I don't think 5 tanks was enough. Drone was unable to acquire the target.
Resume normal patrol, Commander.
Sir.
Time to take out the missile launcher.
I watched you on the airship as you nearly tore those men apart. Fear's honest, Dark Knight. It seems a cornered bat may be a killer after all.
Rooftops clear. Target's in the control room. Moving into secure.
Hold off, Lieutenant. He's mine.
You got me. Okay, I give up.
Where'd he go?
Raise the defense shields. Keep all access points covered.
Oh, seriously? He heard you boys coming from a mile away. Those pointy ears aren't just for show, you know.
Sir, the launcher is secure. As long as we control the skies, he'll never find it.
Good. Are we still on schedule?
We're entering the final phase.
Your patience will be rewarded soon.
There's no way he got out. We had the door covered.
There are ways.
Perimeter clear. No sign of target.
Copy that. He's gone, sir.
Is he?
Looks like the bat scare's easy. I was looking
Who are you?
Not yet, Dark Knight.
tell me you have a name.
I don't, sir. Of the few Arkham Asylum patients who weren't recaptured and sent to Arkham City, none appear capable of organizing and leading such an assault.
He's not a ghost, Alfred. He's got training and a grudge. Widen the search to include anyone ever committed to Arkham because of me.
Sir?
You heard me.
That's a great many individuals, sir.
I know, Alfred. I'm trusting you to narrow it down. Alfred, the Arkham Knight's missile launcher is destroyed. I'm calling in the Batwing to start searching for the cloudburst. Upload the results to the clock tower once it's complete.
Yeah, I've got some interrogating.
Okay, now we're done playing soldiers. Let's have some real fun. We'll take turns. You do a little bit of, I don't know, crime scene investigating, or some of Riddler's OC delightful scavenger hunt, and I'll do some hit and runs in the Batmobile. I promise, I'll hand control of your body right back when my turn's done.
Fireflies attacked the Otisburg fire station. He won't get away this time.
You seen Scarecrow's face up close? Word is he had surgery after getting mauled by some kind of mutant crocodile.
Power to the fire suppression system has been cut.
Still playing with fire, Batman?
It's over, Firefly.
Never. Gotham burns. Then you burn with it.
Firefly will be biding his time, planning his next move.
Ivy doesn't scare me. Meta-human abilities? Guns still work on her, I bet.
I'm going to investigate the body I found overlooking Divinity Churchyard. There's a killer at large. He must be stopped.
So Batman's not actually a bat, right? It's just, I'm pretty sure I saw him earlier, and he kind of looked like a giant bat.
Alfred, we can add a third victim to the list.
This is becoming rather ghastly, sir. It brings to mind a spate of murders at the beginning of your career. It was Halloween then, if I'm not mistaken. Turned out to be rather a long one, if I recall.
I'm going to try and identify the body. This wound is relatively fresh, inflicted while the victim was still alive. Abrasion to the epidermal layers confirms the somewhat crude removal of a tattoo. The position of this scar indicates the victim underwent surgery to remove one of their kidneys. A plate made of tantalum, used here for a cranial fracture, most probably the result of a boxing accident. The victim's calloused knuckles would only be acquired by a professional fighter. Alfred, the victim's name is Ella Montgomery.
It appears the kidney was donated to a twin sister who unfortunately died. This seems to have been the catalyst for her boxing pursuits, and hence the cranial injury. She went missing in Huntsville, Alabama.
That's 3 victims, all of them abducted in various places around the country. Keep looking for a connection, Alfred.
Right you are, sir.
The writing by the bodies suggests the killer has a higher purpose. It's as if these weren't good enough for what he has in mind.
Do you think there are other victims?
Yes, and I don't know what he has planned for them.
Here he is! Get after him! Say goodnight, Batman! We're gonna mess you up! Oh, crap! It's Batman! Get us out of here! Stop
drones on Miyagani Island is destroyed. Tell your men it's safe.
Good work, Batman.
There's an explosive deployed in Otisburg. I won't let them threaten this city.
The hardest is when you go back. Everyone expects you to switch off, but you can't. I don't want to switch it off. Nothing beats this, man. The rush. Live a normal life.
Now to locate the commander and finish this.
Regroup, stay sharp. He's coming for you.
Two-Face's crew is robbing the Bank of Gotham in Chinatown. They're not getting their hands on 1 cent of Gotham's money.
Back up! He's gonna get us! No chance! Back up! It's the bat! That man just saved my ass.
Blow it! Go, go, go! Two-Face wants every last cent we can find!
Two-Face's thugs won't hear me over the alarm. No need to be quiet. I can hit them fast, hit them hard.
Stop now, keep loading it up! We're gonna be richer than Bruce Wayne, boys! If he does, he's dead!
We thought you might show up, Batman.
We were counting on it.
Look, Batman, I need the money. It's hard to find honest work with these disfigurements.
You make a monster out of us, then you hunt us down!
Another guy down. But not dead, right, Batman?
It's sweet that you still try.
I used to have rules, Batman. Now I have the coin.
It's easier this way. No wringing our hands, no hesitating. Just doing what fate decides. bloodthirsty bastard! He's here! Well then, boys, looks like that bank has a bat infestation. Since we're making such a large withdrawal, why don't we take care of it first? Lock the doors and hide. Whoever kills the bastard and brings us the body gets double their cut.
Two-Face locked us in. The thugs aren't after money now. They're after me. And there's no alarm to cover the sound of my attacks.
There he is! He ain't getting...
Batman, you got this wrong. The Bank of Gotham, it launders money for the mob. Or what's left of it. You remember the mob, right? The guys who burned half our face off because they couldn't get to you? Now sure, there's plenty of clean money mixed with the dirty. But what isn't tainted in this town? So stay away from the banks. You'll regret it if you don't.
I can't bring the car in here. Cash. Two-Face's crew went after the Bank of Gotham in Chinatown. I need you to disable the bank security gate and pick up Dent's thugs.
Sure thing, Batman. I'll send a car around now.
The alarm's been tripped at the Bank of Gotham Drescher branch. Two-Face's crew are trying their luck, sir.
Batman thinks some giant plants are gonna help him? Guy's getting desperate.
All right, boys, go, go, go! We're gonna be rich whenever Harvey takes his cut. Well, both his cuts.
My attacks will be covered by the noise of the alarm. No need to be subtle.
Definitely easier than the last minute charge. Man down! Don't let him stop us! Okay, men. Every time the bat gets one of you, we're gonna toss the coin. Heads, your family gets their hazard pay while you rot in jail. Tails, they get punished in your place. Be okay, guys, but don't stop now. Another man down! Don't let him stop us! Stay away, Pat, or I'll blow the crap out of you! It's tails for this stuff!
life, you're sorry.
Got another man down over here. Keep your eyes open. Still here. Come near me, Batman, and I'll kill you! Batman! Another man down. Don't let him stop us. Come near me, Batman. I see Batman. He's here. He's going.
I can't leave while there's a robbery in progress.
Tails again. That's 2 bullets for each kid. Tails again?
Batman, over here!
Oh, today! Gentlemen, it's bonus time. You want to double your pay tonight? It's as easy as...
Two-Face cut the alarm. I need to be quiet.
Over here! Get away! Oh, God. Jump! Gonna see if the guy Rat took out is okay. Where is he?
Hey, think this guy's still breathing?
Good idea. He's kicking our asses.
He ain't got us yet.
I get the feeling that you're fucked.
We can take him, okay?
I'm pretty far from okay, man.
Hey, what happened to you? I'll shoot him down and see what happened.
I don't believe you. Batman, I knew you wouldn't let this slide. Remember when I had the principal? Remember when I told Gordon we should arrest you? Said we shouldn't work with vigilantes? You promised me we'd crush crime in Gotham within the year.
Was I ever part of the plan? Or was I just a distraction? A pretty boy lawyer the mob could focus all that hate on, while you tore them apart.
Last chance. Get out of my way, or I deal with you myself.
Cash, the Drescher Bank's secure. Send a car for Dent's men.
On it.
This is it! The biggest bank in Gotham. Let's set a record tonight, boys. Hell, let's try and set two, for the boss's sake.
Just like the others, these thugs can't hear a thing over the alarms. I'll hit them as hard as I can.
Keep bringing the cash! It's done here in no time! Batman! He's over here! He went that way! I see Batman! He's here! Man down! Don't let him stop us! Got another man down over here! Keep your eyes open! I lost him!
I can't leave while there's a robbery in progress.
Alone, old friend.
I see Batman! He's dead! He's going! I lost him! I think he went that way!
We weren't gonna spare him. But,
the coin had other ideas. We don't forget what happened, Batman. You set us up all those years ago. He's just a man. Kill him!
play hero when you leave guys like me behind.
The coin wants him dead. He's space, damn it. Kill him!
I warned you, Batman.
Batman, he's over here!
Stay the hell away!
Another man down! Don't let him stop us! Stay away, Bat, or I'll blow the crap out of you!
You should have let us be, Batman. But here you are.
Stuck in your Batman! He's over here!
All of you, out! Tails you lose, Batman. And these guys will make sure. Bring us his corpse!
No more alarm to hide the sound of my attacks. I need to be quiet.
We'll kill you for what you did to us!
I know you're there, old friend.
Hold on, I'll get you down. I'll get you down from there.
Cass, I've captured Two-Face. I'll bring him to you. Send a car for his men.
Sure thing, Batman.
The hell is that thing?
It's a bat.
Settle down, Dent.
Don't call me that. I'm dead.
I don't believe that.
I wish I was dead. I'm a freak because of you.
That wasn't my fault.
You're the man who put that acid-throwing bastard in the dock. You said we'd save Gotham.
I'm sorry, Harvey. End of the line, Dent.
Never count me out of the game.
Hands off the boss, bat freak! Yeah, he's twice the man you are.
Save your breath. We'll get our chance.
Not anytime soon.
Still trying to preserve the balance of justice, eh, Batman? Impossible! All the crimes you missed while capturing us.
So how's it hanging, Harv? Color me insensitive, but I've always wanted to ask. Did everything get split down the middle?
Doesn't seem real, Batman. I can't imagine what Jim's gonna do. Barbara was everything to him.
What's wrong with me?
You were sick, but you're getting better. You're mine.
Oh, God. The faces. What's wrong with them?
You're finding that weapon? Knight knows this city better than you. He knows where to hide.
You think you're so damn tough, huh? Step in here and let's see what you're really made of. I dare you.
Azrael's on the Oblivion Bar rooftop. He wants the cowl. He has to earn it.
Challenge me again, Batman. I am ready.
Ready to get fried!
If you get hit, you failed the challenge. And me. Do not give up. You're a competent warrior, but one final challenge awaits you. Contact me when you're ready.
Be prepared for my victory when I return.
He's nothing if not persistent, sir. You still don't seem convinced.
Just keep compiling the data, Alfred.
It might interest you to know I've been researching the insignia on Azrael's armor, and it appears to bear the motif of the Sacred Order of Saint-Dumas. The order dates back several hundred years. They have a sworn mission to protect Gotham, but records are scarce, with many speculating their existence was nothing more than a myth.
Good work, Alfred. See what else you can find. There's an explosive deployed in Otisburg. I won't let them threaten this city. The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Assuredly done, sir, as ever.
Quit trying to save this city, Batman. It's already fallen.
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
Thought this place was supposed to be covered in fear gas by now.
The unexamined life is not worth living, Detective. And I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective, ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home? Well done, Detective. I think you're getting the hang of it. That's one Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. Look at you, Detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. Don't leave me hanging, Detective. The answer is right above your nose. See, I seem to have scratched your car. I'd swap insurance details, but I expect you'll be dead by morning. Another switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friend? You know what? I wanted you to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there! Don't think I haven't been tempted by a cheap trick and a quick death, Detective. But no, I will beat you fairly. I will let you test yourself against me and laugh as you fall short. struggling, Detective? I'm afraid you're running several minutes behind my projections. This is why my projections were off. I failed to consider both your incompetence and your stupidity as two distinct variables. Apologies, Detective. I will recalculate post-haste. Excellent. You are barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out. You know, the line between perfectly designed riddle and unfair death trap really comes down to user error.
Hey, Eddie. Can't we play a different game? This one's getting old. Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key, well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
I've always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swooned. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
Selina's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
Riddler.
Talk. Sure. Whatever you say.
We're done.
And you burn with it! It's been too long, Batman! Gotham burns tonight, and you with it! I'll make your skin crackle and burn! Fight this fire! You can't hold a candle to me! This will not be like last time! Get away! No! Gotham must burn!
Lock him up.
No!
Batman. On your feet, Lynn.
Burn for this. All of you!
Been wanting to add this to the collection for a while. Keep kicking ass out there, Batman.
Ah, third-degree burns. The cracked, leathery skin. That delightful, waxy sheen. If I had to choose, I think burns would probably be my favorite scar tissue. Well, burns and mental scars. Right, Bruce?
Selina's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
No one knows where the night's taking it. He sure as hell aren't gonna tell a bunch of grunts like us. Plenty of tanks still driving around.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them wear this, and then call the bat.
You're back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes.
Well, hello again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
Can you get up there?
The ceiling? Easy.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls? Oh, come now, detective. I really couldn't be shining more of a light upon the problem.
You know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist.
Nearly there, Selena.
Done on this side.
Okay, done over here.
Congratulations. And now your reward. Robot.
You spoil me.
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you just about earned it.
When I get out of here, I'm sticking this collar around Eddie's neck.
Well, how how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ranelagh Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, we...
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up. But just be careful while you do it, okay?
This is your chance with Catwoman, Batsy. She's vulnerable, trapped in an abandoned orphanage. That sure spells romance to me. Speaking of which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia, and, well, we got to talking about how you basically murdered us both. She started crying, so I went to comfort her, and before I knew it, one thing led to another, and...
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
Talia and I just want you to be happy. I tell the little pussycat how you feel while you're still mad, Batsy. Because when I...
We're on our way. Hold on.
Another lieutenant from their ranks.
Excellent, sir. I estimate less than half their number remain.
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course. A symbol of your failure. My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Toodlebird, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. Behold your doom. What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equations right here. I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck. Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. Farewell, Dark Knight. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now. Controlling mechanisms. You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. Goodbye. Stop not dying! Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Faster, Batman. Like Hermes! Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. You did it. You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there. And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Riddle room. Photographic memory, Detective, because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, Detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
Now's my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.
It's a bat! Drive!
Take much to tame a cat. Make them wear this.
How have you been?
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never ask nicely.
This is it. One last hoop to jump through. Then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, you know, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
Meet the Riddle Square, a puzzle which draws influence from both late 20th century puzzle cubes and mid-15th century torture devices.
If Eddie wanted us to play a game of life-size chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea.
Oh, good. He doesn't want us to go in. Guess I'll be heading home then, Eddie?
There'll be a way in.
Riddle me this. How can you play my game when you've already been barred?
Already play my...
Perhaps you're looking at this conundrum the wrong way. You can't go through it, children. And no, you cannot tunnel under it either.
Can you find a way in? We need to stop some of the cubes from moving when I fire the charge.
I'm guessing that'd be my job.
Congratulations! Now let's cut to the best part.
Selena, watch out! Get ready!
Damn him! How is that a riddle, Eddie? Seriously.
You get used to it.
Ah! Beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings. You will not win this!
me this. What's dead? You!
Damn him. How is that a riddle, Eddie? Seriously.
You get used to it.
Ah! Beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings.
We need to stop some of the cubes from moving when I fire the charge.
I'm guessing that'd be my job. Still not a riddle, Eddie.
You just haven't figured it out yet.
This is it. This is the end. The final riddle.
It's done. Keys by the entrance. Let's go.
You smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself. Would you do the honors? You know what the worst thing about this was? It looked cheap. Well, handsome, what are we waiting for? So is it just Central Gotham that's evacuated? Or are the mansions empty too?
Scarecrow threatened the entire city, Selina.
And it's such a tragedy. You go save the day, and I'll make sure Bruce Wayne locked his doors.
Good luck with that.
enhancing, totally amateur. Look what you have reduced me to, Batman. If you cannot simply bow when confronted with your obvious superior, then I will stoop to your pathetic pugilistic level and make you! I designed the suit to perfectly defend myself against your violent excesses. So please stand, Dark Knight. This is an intellectual victory above all.
Bring it down!
Keeping up? Well, color me triumphant. This is embarrassing, you two, really. Might let you have half a
Smash it!
I'll subtract you from this equation. Prepare for disintegration! Enough! This is beneath me. You are beneath me. You want to finish this, detective? Then you must earn the privilege. Solve every last riddle in this city and I'll fight you, Batman, but not a moment before.
Or we could just leave you down there, Eddie. Come on, Batman. This cat wants to prowl. Fresh air, freedom, and darkness. Perfect. How shall we celebrate? I know a couple of poor, defenseless museums. But then again, I also know a couple of hotels.
Tonight's not over yet. There's more work to be done.
Of course there is. You do know how to kill the mood. Do you ever take the night off? Do you ever take the suit off?
Not on nights like this, Selina. It's what I do.
Fine. I guess I'll hit an art gallery or two, while the big bad bat's distracted.
You're not going to thank me?
Why? It's what you do.
I'm heading to Bristol to disarm one of the explosives. The militia's determined not to lose any more.
All the more reason to take them, sir.
Batman! He's got a freaking tank! Oh, God. Come on, get us out of here!
That computer connected, Master Bruce. Enemy tanks incoming, sir.
I've got him! Botanical Gardens!
use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Bomb destroys, sir. Marvelous work.
These machines won't quit, Batman. Not until you're dead.
The hell is that thing?
It's the bat. Turn around. Go, go!
The militia have an explosive in Drescher. Time to defuse it.
They'll be fighting back hard to protect their bombs, sir.
What the? It's the bat! He's tailing us!
Put your foot down! Go!
I wish we had this kind of hardware on every jump. Sure make things easier.
I look out there, see those cars racing around. When are we gonna get some action?
Don't tempt fate. This is an easy gig. I like it that way.
Hey, Batman! What the hell are you doing? Tempting fate. We're right here. Don't keep us waiting.
You got a big mouth. Part of me hopes he flies down here and shuts it.
Batman! Batman!
I should locate the commander and shut this checkpoint down.
He thinks he owns these roads? Prove it wrong!
The militia have an explosive in Drescher. Time to defuse it.
They'll be fighting back hard to protect their bombs, sir.
Alfred, I found a fourth victim.
Highly regrettable, Master Bruce. All we can do is hope this body yields some clues as to the killer's identity.
That particular type of bleaching to the pigmentation of the skin denotes a chemical burn, most likely a chlorine-based substance. Tracheal surgery to remove a cancerous growth has resulted in the victim being fitted with a voice box. The victim suffered a rare genetic disorder, causing them to have 6 fingers on one hand. Alfred, the victim's name is Allison Weirs.
She was an engineer employed at Ace Chemicals. That would certainly explain some of her ailments. She moved into a retirement home in Bloodhaven several years ago. Their grounds are adjacent to a large park.
Have you found anything linking the victims?
I can find no personal or professional links between the victims, but they each went missing near state parks or playing fields.
Try and find anything connecting those places.
Of course, sir. I'll look into it. Initiated, sir. Enemy forces incoming, sir. Expect stiff resistance.
Alpha target spotted in Drescher.
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Controlled explosion successful, sir. The militia have lost their bomb.
Keep pushing, and I might just pull the trigger on this place.
Hey, Bruce. I've managed to track down one of Penguin's trucks. It's by the canal on Bleak Island.
Thanks, Nightwing. I'll approach on foot and shadow it to the weapons cache.
What did Scarecrow do to his face? Acid or something? Did I ever tell you I hate plants? Especially the man-eating ones.
Talk about overkill. How many guns does it take to bring down the bat?
I'll tell you what happens. So far, he's given everyone the slip.
Doesn't make any sense. Tanks, drones, heavy weapons? Is Batman invincible or what?
No one's invincible.
What the hell? Who's out there? Oh, crap. Drive, drive! It's Batman!
Oh god, it's Batman! He's chasing us!
For it! Try to lose him!
I'm trying.
Put your foot down! He's gaining on us! Nobody said anything about the bat showing up!
Anyone see the bat?
I can't see anything!
I don't see him either. You think we lost him?
I don't know. Keep looking! Boss, those things.
Good until you called. Why am I hearing your bloody voice?
It's Batman.
What now?
He found us.
Why are you so sodding useless?
Sorry, boss.
Oh, that's all right then. Apology accepted.
Really?
No, not really. He's already got 2 of my caches. If he gets number 3, your family jewels are coming off. Now lose him.
Looks clear. I think we lost him.
Thank God. Get a move on before he finds us again.
You're taking us to the drop-off, right? Sure am. We might not get another chance. I told you I could shake him.
So much for the bat. He never had a chance.
It's like I said, the bat's lost his touch. We got nothing to worry about.
Penguin has a stockpile of arms near the fish market in Drescher. Same drill as before, Dick.
You got it.
Man of my talent shouldn't be stuck on guard duty. Bored out of my freaking skull.
You got ammo?
Yeah.
Bobby?
I'm good.
How about you, Knuckles?
You hear that?
What?
Could have swore I heard something.
That's the wind blowing through your ears.
Eat me.
Hey, pipe down, boys. Wonder how Pete... is doing out front. He was pissed he got guard duty. Can't wait to spend some of this damn money.
I need to find a way into the vault room. It'll be here somewhere.
Doing here, man?
Regarding the merch.
I was being rhetorical.
You been sleeping with a dictionary or something?
Prime looting to be done out there.
Yeah, well, I'll be sure to put in a complaint when the boss comes back.
Just saying. Just remember one thing. We're still working for Penguin.
What do you think? I'm stupid?
No, but you ain't shut up about Two-Face all night.
I'm just curious about the score he's taken down.
Look out! It's back now!
Guns will make this easier!
ready to die.
These guys don't know when they're
Keep them coming, Batman! I'm gonna mess you up!
I'm honored. Call this even? Give me a break.
He misses me. Say hello.
Think if I try using one hand, make it into. Come on, admit it, Bruce. You're having fun.
I won't be satisfied until I bring Penguin to justice.
You always were great at killing a party. I can imagine Penguin's not too happy with us right now. Can only have a couple of these weapon caches left.
Keep looking. Let me know as soon as you find anything.
Of course. I wouldn't miss seeing the look on his face for the world.
A militia checkpoint stationed near Perdition Bridge. Not anymore.
There's no half measures with these soldiers, Master Bruce. They're equipped with firearms and sentry gun placements.
Has the Arkham Knight killed the Bat yet? He's all talk. First Ace, now the airships. Batman's pushing us hard.
I'm heading to the clock tower, Alfred. Upload the data from the Batwing as soon as the analysis is complete.
Very well, sir.
Nightwing's in town. Batman must be desperate. I've seen that kid fight. He can handle himself.
Identity confirmed.
Alfred, pull up the footage from the Batwing's onboard scanner.
Certainly, sir. As you can see, the Batwing has completed an orbital sweep of Founders Island, but there's still no sign of the cloudburst. I will, of course, let you know when the situation changes, but one moment, sir. I'm receiving an emergency broadcast from the movie studios.
Batman, I hope you can hear this. The movie studios are under attack. Robin is in trouble.
Listen to me very carefully. You need to lock down that room. We can't let the infected get out.
Of course. Tell me what...
Henry!
That's enough from you! Well, look who's too late to save the day. How's it going, Batbrain? It's been a while.
Harley Quinn.
So you do remember me. That's weird, because you killed the only thing I ever loved. And now I find you've been keeping a whole new generation of jokers to yourself. I know. Awkward.
Don't do it. They're not stable.
Oh, they're not stable? Maybe you want to take a look in the mirror sometime.
Alfred, I need to get to the movie studios.
Please be quick, sir. Miss Quinn is clearly volatile. Robin may be in serious danger.
Oh, I told you we should have butchered that bunch of second-rate tribute acts. They'd better not kill Robin Bats. I had the idea first.
Arkham Knight's got the bat in his sights. He's gonna take him real soon. Arkham Knight's pretty freaking brave. You'd have to be to take on the bat after he killed Joker.
The cloudburst will spread my toxin.
So, you think she's interested?
It will wreak havoc in its